Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Jennifer's Lair. I hope everyone's doing great today. If you haven't seen my video of these little plushy guys, please check them out. If I sound a little nasal and stuff like that, it's because I am still trying to get over a cold. I have a cold and I hate it. It happened last week on Thursday, so I'm still trying to get over the stupid thing, and there's a lot of mucus with this thing. It's disgusting. It's really not fun. So, and I know that my mother-in-law and stuff, she's been trying to come over, and I'm telling her, you don't want this. This is not any fun. So, I'm trying to keep her away so that she doesn't catch it, because I would feel horrible if anybody caught this, because it's not a fun situation, so by any means. Anyways, today we're going to get into, I know it's a bit early and this might be a shocker for some of you, but we're going to talk about Halloween planning and what it all entails and how long it really takes to actually do a Halloween party, the right way. As you guys know, I love Halloween. And so I was excited to put this video out because it's like there's so many plans and things that I have to do this year. And believe it or not, I've already started. I've actually, I've already sent like a private invite to people who want to come over to my house for a party on Halloween. I've already sent some of the invites already. So, and I'm already planning. I started planning the day after Halloween. It's no lie. When us Halloween people, when as soon as the Halloween stops, another one starts for us. It's just a year-round thing, and you got to plan because man, those months go by really, really fast, and then you're finding yourself scrambling at the end if you don't plan properly. So I plan this year in advance, and I send out the invites a year in advance, or at least around that time, because then it's like my friends have plenty of time to, make adjustments to their schedules, or if they need someone to watch their kids, because a lot of times the parties are not kid friendly. I mean, they can be, but I don't suggest kids come. I mean, if they want to come, by all means, but sometimes there's drinking and sometimes we might have a fire or something like that, and I don't want anybody to get hurt or anything. So but with that said, this year, as you guys know, for Halloween 2020, it is going to be on a Saturday, and it's going to be on a day where there's going to be a full moon, and it's basically technically called a blue moon. And the blue moon is not really blue, it's just because that's the second full moon of the month. So that's a good like little tip thing. So Halloween really isn't effing around this year, and they also said something about turning the clocks back. But I don't think I get kind of mixed up with the time change, so whatever, an extra hour of Halloween, that's what they say, but I don't know about that. But anyways, I'm going to go over some things with you, from like playlists to foods to things like this in this video. And yes, I am, if you haven't seen this channel already, check out Surround Sound Freak 13. He is awesome, and he's an awesome guy, and he also keeps Halloween alive all year round. So if you love Halloween and stuff like that, check him out. Also check out Halloween Happy. She always has some really good stuff on her channel and videos and stuff. So hi to the both of you guys. You guys are awesome and inspiration to all of us Halloweeners. Anyways, Halloween people. Spooky people. Gothic people. No. Anyways, for this video, I wanted to go through some of the stuff that I do for Halloween and stuff, because like I said, you have to be pretty much organized, and you've got to do stuff you have to get stuff ready in advance. Otherwise, before you know it, it's like right there in front of you, and you're done. If you don't have the stuff done that you need to have done, you're done. this year my plans are to do it bigger and better than I have in the last few Halloweens. We lived in this house for at least one Halloween, or no, two Halloweens. We moved in November, I believe, of 2017. Anyways, we moved in here, and you know, and then the first Halloween, it was, you know, I decorated a little bit. And then this Halloween, I was thinking, you know, I decorated a little bit more, but I was thinking how pathetic, because I can do way better than that. I had done it in my old place a lot of times way better than that, but it's been years since I've actually, you know, really been able to really go out there and give it my all and do the decorating and stuff like that. It takes a lot of planning, and around here, the weather is just like, it can snow, it can rain, it can get nasty, it can be all kinds of stuff. So when it comes to decorating for Halloween, weather, you know, weather is the thing, you know. You have to keep an eye on the weather, but because I don't like to put stuff out when it's raining and snowing and nasty, I probably wouldn't put anything out. So, sadly, you know, I'm hoping this year it's going to be nice outside and everything, because I am going to be doing some extra work this year. My number one thing is I'm doing 2 6-foot characters. One is Jack Skellington, and the other is a scarecrow, like a really scary scarecrow. I'm using PVC pipes. Never done these things before, but I drew a diagram, and I did all of the measurements of the diagram on a notebook, on a paper or whatever. And so I'm hoping to be able to get these things together, and hopefully they'll work out great. Never done this before, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have any hiccups or if it's going to go smoothly. I really don't have any clue. So I'm waiting for spring and summer, because as you guys know, you have to fuse the pipes together with that pipe stuff, and it gets really smelly, like the pipe cement. It gets really smelly, so you got to be outside in a well-ventilated area. So I really can't do that. I mean, I could do like what I would call a dry run. I could do, you know, put them together as far as that's concerned. I still have to get a lot of the stuff. I have to get Jack's clothes yet, and his head, and his shoes. And then for the other guy, I have to get his head, and I've got to get a couple other things for him or whatever. But I'm hoping to get all of this done. I started working on some of my other things. I have a lot of stuff downstairs in the basement. I think I've mentioned this on another video, that I have got this Jennifer's store down in the basement, Halloween store. I have stuff in tubs that are labeled, so I know what is what. And I'm trying to reinforce some of the stuff, because a lot of it's not going to hold up. Like, you get these tombstones, and they're like, you know, this thick or whatever, and the wind's going to blow them around. They're going to snap in half. So I have to reinforce them with PVC pipes. I'm also going to be putting holes in them, hopefully, like, you know, little round circle holes. And I want to fill them with some gravel to weigh them down a little bit. I'm also going to be reinforcing them, making them thicker, so they're not going to be this big anymore. They'll probably be about that big. So I don't know if I'm going to do these videos for the stuff, because they may get in the way, and I may not narrate them, you know, the way that they need to be, because I'm sure I'll get sidetracked and all that garbage. So I really don't know if I really want to do that or not. So I'd rather just not do that. But I am going to, you know, I've got a lot of tombstones to get done. I'm going to build 7 life-size tombstones, and maybe a couple more bigger ones or whatever. I kind of want to do, I do have 4 feet ghosts in the works right now. All I'm using is like a hanger, and then I tape some duct tape in the middle, and then I put the hanger, like, I have hangers that are like in a cross shape, And then all I'm doing is I put a head on it, one from Hobby Lobby, one of those styrofoam heads, and I glued it onto the hanger, and then the hanger I shoved up inside the styrofoam head. And then I'm gonna put like some sheets on it and stuff, and I'm hoping that those will look really good. I don't know if I'm gonna hang them or if I'm gonna just have them on a PVC pipe out of the ground and stuff like that. I haven't really decided yet, with some stakes in the yard. Those are some of the ideas that I do have right now. I'm hoping that the weather's going to be decent. I'm actually counting on it, because if it's not, I can't put any of this stuff out. So I'm hoping. I've got my fingers crossed, because last year, the day before Halloween, it got up to like, oh, the wind was horrible. And I can't remember. I want to say it was 60 to 50 miles per hour, maybe even 70 miles per hour winds. I was not a happy camper, because sometimes I like to prep a little bit before that day and get some things out, and the wind was just horrible that day. So I couldn't get really much of anything out, except for my little hands that I got from Dollar Tree. I lined those up above, like around the sidewalk and the edge there, and that was pretty much all I could do. And then the following day, that's when I had to do all of the rest. So I'm hoping that we have that extra day beforehand. I am having a little small get together of friends and a little party, a Halloween party. Planning on, I got my music together this year, and I've got a Bluetooth speaker, so that thing's decent. Got it at Best Buy, and my husband actually bought it for me for a Christmas present. So thank you, babe, so much. I appreciate it. It's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm so excited about it. And I got Spotify, and Spotify is free, guys. So if you want that or whatever, if you want to pay for the commercials or whatever, we got like a family thing. So I am going to be doing a Spotify Bluetooth thing with my playlists that I made. I believe I have over 400 songs right now from all kinds of artists, from like Ozzy to well, I mean, I have one song of Michael Jackson, okay, Thriller, because Thriller's got to be on there, right, guys? I mean, that's just a given. I will be going through my playlist with you guys shortly here, because I don't want to wait until Halloween or whatever to do some of these videos, because by the time I get to Halloween, things get too busy, and sometimes I don't have time to get out the videos to you guys. So... and I tried that last year. I said, I'm going to record all this stuff. I'm going to have it all available, ready to go. And then all of a sudden, like, I kind of got sick. And then one thing led to another. I was depressed. And I couldn't do the videos. I just couldn't do them. And they just never got on here. And so, because of that, I want to try and do some earlier. Now, I got my house set up. A lot set up for Halloween already. We have like a whole room full of animatronics. So if you guys want to see videos of those, I am going to do one on Halloween, and I'm hoping to put it up like the day after or something of my Halloween party. I might not have very many people here, because this is just like kind of a small little get together. I didn't want to have it too wild or whatever, full of people, because I just don't want that, you know. I want to enjoy my time with my friends, and I just don't want it to get, you know, to be too much for me, because I do have anxiety, and it sucks. Like, I get anxious when I'm around a lot of people, so kind of have to keep it low key and not too, you know, having so many people talking at once and stuff like that. I just tend to feel a little lost at times, and I just can't concentrate on all of the, you know, conversations that are going on. So I just try to keep it low key and just small, and hopefully we can have a fire. Oh, excuse me, weather permitting, that night we might have a fire. I have a a cauldron thing that I'm gonna use, like a cauldron fire pit that my husband bought me this last year, and it is so cool. I just never got to use it this year because it was all buggy and hot, and once it gets hot and nasty, you really can't have fires. And then the no-see-ums came, and they were really bad this year. I don't know what the hell they were all about, but they were bad. So I never really got to use it, sadly. I never got to use it. So this year, hopefully we'll get to use that. Otherwise, if the weather is bad, we won't be using it. But we can go inside, and we have a fireplace, and I have skulls in there that are those like fireproof ones. So I'm going to use those, and we actually use them all the time in our fireplace, and it's actually really neat. So I can't wait to show you guys that. That's pretty cool. And some of you guys, if you guys are on my Facebook or social media, or you guys are in the Gothic Inspiration, you guys have probably already seen pictures of the fireplace and the mantle. The mantle, I've got work to do on it. I've got to redesign it somehow and make it work better, because with the mirror behind it, it triples things, and I don't really care for that whole situation. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the mantle. Everything is kind of up in the air. I think I have some ideas on what to do for pieces for the mantle, so I'll be working on that, and then I'll show you guys, you know, the probably before and after maybe, or something like that. Well, at least in the group. I don't know if I'll be doing that on here, but I'll try, because I'm just trying to do videos right now, and I don't want to be doing a lot of editing. Editing just really sucks, you know? It's like it sucks for time. I just want to make videos and put them out for you guys to enjoy. I don't want to sit there and have to edit them for hours. It's not fun. And I like it real and raw here on Jennifer's Lair, so I just like it. I don't want to be polished and all that crap. I don't need that. As long as I have some people that enjoy my channel, I'm not gonna I don't feel like I need to change much of it, you know, so I'm just trying to keep it real and raw. So, but anyways, so we've got the music covered. You know, decorating is huge. I'm still working on one part of the wall in our living room yet. It's kind of like a Gothic look of a wall or whatever, and so I need to find more pieces for it. So I'm going to be working on that, and I do have some ideas, but it's going to take some work and some money, of course, like everything else does. Money, money, money. I'm just trying to, you know, make it look nice, make it look functional, make it look like it's cool, you know, and, you know, spooky, and I can keep it up all year round because I keep everything up all year round. I will take you guys around because I do have stuff in my living room that are life-sized Halloween stuff. I do have stuff in this one room where we call the green room. I will show you all of my little setup in there. I've got tons of stuff in there. So, and then I do have one out in the kitchen, and I have some out in the hallway, so to the kitchen. So basically our house is Halloween all year round. I like to leave stuff set up so that I can, you know, look at it, see what corrections need to be made, like what I feel that could improve the decor and make sure that it looks decent for parties and stuff. For the food, I really haven't gotten into much lately. I tried to look stuff up online, but then I always get sidetracked with other things that are going on and stuff. So, the food or whatever, I like to keep it kind of spooky and stuff like that and related to Halloween. One year I did this really awesome thing, and I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but my guests ended up loving it. It's these little bones. What you do is you take like a pretzel, and the pretzel has to be a straight pretzel, and then you put like two two marshmallows on each end of the pretzel. And then what you do is you melt these chocolates. And usually I keep mine white, but you can put food coloring in, or you can get different colors and you can make your bones different colors. But they look like little bones. So I leave them white and I melt this chocolate and then I dip them in with a fork, of course, or whatever. And then you put them on some parchment paper on a cookie sheet, and then you can put them in the fridge and let them sit there once you get the whole cookie sheet full of them or whatever. And then just let them sit there, and then they'll get hard, and then you can put them in like whatever dish. If you're going to put them like on a platter, or if you're going to put them like on, you know, in like a little apothecary jar or something, you know, with like a little cover on it. There's so many ways to display these bones, and you could also probably put some red food coloring on and make it look like they're, you know, they're bloody bones or something if you wanted to. I think that's pretty clever too, but I like to keep mine just plain bones or whatever because my guests really like it. And then some, you know, around that time, Dollar Tree and Walmart, they have those little ice trays that have like, you know, spider webs and spiders and skulls and pumpkins and vampire fangs. And there's a whole bunch of different types of these, you know, these ice trays. What I usually do is I usually try to start ahead of time, and I get a container and I make sure I have enough space in like a, you know, a fridge or something like that. I get a nice container, nice size container, and I start freezing ice cubes in different shapes and stuff like that. And I'll put them in the containers and put them in the freezer. So then that way, you know, close to the day, and I probably start this maybe a couple weeks in advance. You know, you don't want to start too far in advance because the ice might get kind of, you know, maybe funky or something. So I usually start like maybe two weeks in advance with the ice, and then sometimes I sprinkle like a little bit of like food coloring in them, so then they kind of like churn your drinks a little color or whatever. But you can also do plain and clear. There's nothing wrong with that. I just realized now, like not this last Halloween, the Halloween before this, I just realized that I am having an allergy, a sensitivity, allergic reaction to food coloring. Not a happy camper about that because I'm the one that makes these sugar cookies, and they're awesome sugar cookies. My husband says they're the best sugar cookies he's ever had. And I like to frost them with different colors and things like that. Like I like to do ghosts, and I have one like of a black crow, like a raven type of one. I have cats and bats and witches' hats and witches' brooms and, you know, skulls and reaper guys and all kinds of different cookie cutters. I love doing the shapes. I have even tombstones and even coffin shaped ones. And I love doing cookies, but unfortunately for me, I am now allergic to food coloring. Don't ask me how or why, but I never used to be, but now I am. So I got to be careful how much I eat and do for the food coloring, which really sucks for me because I love mixing and matching the colors and stuff. I do gray and black and white and orange and red and green and all the colors. And I do like a lime green, you know, so it looks really cool for Halloween because that's like a Halloween color. And I like to punch up the orange, and I like to do I love to do a purple, like a really pretty purple and black and stuff. And it breaks my heart because now I feel like, well, if I can't eat the dang cookies, I can make mine white, but that's not fun for me. And I thought maybe as long as I didn't ingest it, I could just like work with it. Well, now I found out that I'm going to have to use rubber gloves or some kind of gloves when I'm doing it because I broke out in hives just by touching the stuff. I didn't even eat it. So it sucks for me right now. I really want to make cookies, but I don't know if I'm going to make them this year. I love making Halloween cookies, though. That's one of my things. And I put them on, I have these like cute little platters, you know, for Halloween and stuff that I serve them on. And I use like a table runner over the top of the table counter. And I just like making the house look nice and presentable. And I used to do a punch bowl, but then that's kind of messy, you guys. If I suggest, if you have kids or adults that spill a lot and stuff like that, you can't do a punch bowl. That punch will, and stickiness is all over the floor everywhere. If you don't have, because some of my adult friends, no offense, but they are really messy. They spill and it gets everywhere, and then you have to clean it up, and I don't want to have to clean up. So if you have messy guests, I wouldn't suggest punch bowls or anything. I would love to make punch bowl and then like put a hand in for the ice in there, because I do have like a hand and brain, and I have like a skull, and it would just be kind of fun to do that. But sometimes what I do though is I use those like the hand, the skull, and the brain. I prop them up in a bowl, because I think I got all of those molds. I think I got some online on eBay. This was like a while ago. I also have a heart one, by the way. I have a hand, heart, skull, and what other ones do I have? A brain. But anyways, I usually do Jello in them. I make Jello. I prop them up in the fridge and do Jello. And then, you know, it looks nasty and stuff like that, and people get a kick out of it. I do that, but sometimes I make way too much stuff, because not everybody's going to eat it all. So I've had to cut back on kind of like what I do, and it really sucks sometimes, because I go all out, and then sometimes like people will say they're coming, and then all of a sudden they're not, they don't show up, and then I've got all this food, and then my husband gets pissed off, because it's like we went through all this trouble and we bought all this food, and then nobody's there to eat it. So if you're one of my friends, make sure you're coming, because I base your attendance on how much food I'm going to make. So, and then also, you guys, if you love to make like little things like what I'm suggesting, you know, there's other things that you can make as well. Like you can make witches brooms. And what the witches brooms are they're just like little mini peanut butter cups, and then just like a pretzel. So you warm them up just a tiny bit, because you want to warm up the little Ritz, ah, peanut butter cups. There we go, peanut butter cups. You want to warm them up just a little bit, not much, because you want to make sure that the little pretzel goes in there and it doesn't break. And then you can make a platter of little witches brooms, which I think are very cute, and I think people enjoy those. So I might be making those this year, I'm thinking, and I'm not really sure. And then from past experiences, I've made some of those like hot dog, like with you know, like with a Sweet Baby Back Ray's barbecue sauce in a crock pot. I might make that this year again, because we're starting the party later this year than normal. Because I want people to eat before they come, and then snack on things. So, and plus there's going to be trick-or-treaters around until 8. I don't know if they're going to extend it, but I kind of hope that they do, because, you know, it's not enough time to hit all the houses and stuff. But of course, down our block, it's like nobody turns on their lights anymore. I don't know why that is. But I am the crazy lady. I will walk down the street and I'll say, hey, we have candy here. I don't care if they're like, you know, younger or older. I will, oh, excuse me. I have candy for everybody. So we normally try to get more than enough candy to give to kids, because we just love, I mean, it's just a magical time. I love giving out the candy to the kids. I love seeing the kids. I get all excited because they're normally wearing these cute little outfits and things, and they're just so much fun. My hair is just getting in my way tonight. I don't even know why, but it's getting in my way. All right. Oh, I'm a mess. I know it. I'm getting older and I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Anyways, I'm so excited about handing out treats for the kids. You know, that's gonna be completely awesome, and I'm super excited about that because the kids, like, they come up and they're like, oh, that's so awesome, because this last year I had like a little, we have a table that we sit outside sometimes on, and I put a little skeleton out there, a life-size skeleton, and then I had like a little there was a little mummy next to him, and then I wanted to put a Reaper out, but the Reaper wasn't staying in the chair, so I didn't this year. But the little girl comes up, and there's like this big pumpkin on the on the little thing, and she's like, "Oh, look, Mom, the skeleton's having a party." It was the cutest thing ever. Like, that is what that's why I do what I do. If I can make kids laugh, smile, and, you know, inspire them to grow up and do this, I am doing, you know, even if it's just one child, I really want to just rub off on one child and have them, you know, be like, yeah, when I was younger, I went up to this house, it was all decked out, and, you know, that, you know, if that fuels their fire to do this, I want to do it because it makes me so excited and so happy to see them so happy and excited, see them in their costumes, hand out the candy. It's just so much fun. I love it. I love Halloween. Halloween is my very most happiest day of my year. I wait all year long just for that. So I'm so excited, and I kind of hope that they extend the hours this year because it is going to be on a Saturday. So we'll see, because there won't be any school the next day. There's going to be Sunday school, but you know, and around here they are high. It feels like this town is somewhat highly religious, which kind of drives me crazy because it's like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the vibe. But anyways, that's a whole nother story for another day. I'm talking about Halloween here. But I am super excited about what I'm going to do. I'm hoping to do 7 large life-size tombstones. Now, speaking of tombstones, we're going to get into this right here. Some of these were made by my friend, and apparently, you know, he's coming. He says he's coming, and I'm trusting him, but I am going to be making some of my own as well because I just really want to do it and see if I can't make my own and stuff like that. But me and him, like, we decorated my old place, which was in a trailer park. I had my own trailer out there. I was living by myself before I met my husband. And so we decked this place out, me and him. And it was so much fun. He's one of my really good friends. He's so creative in his own ways and stuff. He is so awesome. So I'm going to show you some pictures now of my old place and what it looked like. Now, some of these aren't all made or, you know, by him. So I will let you guys know it was store-bought and stuff. And I'll let you guys know that stuff when I present the picture. This picture is one of the very first ones that I'm going to show you. And this was actually against my neighbor's house. My neighbor was cool. I love her. She was really nice. So, she was my neighbor and stuff. So, she was nice enough. I mean, it was like clearly up to her house almost. And I did invite her to my Halloween party. That year, we had a big turnout. It was one of the biggest parties I've ever had. So, and it was very cool. It was very fun too. So, Thanks to everyone who showed up for this party. This one was store-bought. I can't remember where Jason got this, but this is a cool one, and I don't think I have this one anymore, unfortunately. And it's kind of a bummer because I really like this one. I'm not really sure if this might be something that I might try to recreate in my own way. I've got ideas to recreate this stuff, and I'm hoping that they will work and they won't flop, but we'll see because, and I have a lot of work ahead of me. I mean, we're talking a lot. This isn't even counting like all the other stuff that I've got going on and planned and stuff like that. Oh, also, before I forget, there was one other recipe I wanted to share with you guys before I forget, and I just thought of it now. And I don't know why, because it's a witch hat one. You know, like the little witch hats? Anyways, what you do is you take a cookie, I would say like a striped Keebler Elves round cookie, or like one of those, you know, generic cookies. You just put it on, put the stripes side down, and put the chocolate side should be facing you, facing up. And put a little Hershey's Kiss on there. Before you do that, though, put a little dot of frosting, and then put frosting around the rim to make the hat have like a little rim, like a ribbon would be on the hat, in any color you choose, and then you've got a witch's hat. So here's some of my cute little recipes. I have way more, but I'm hoping that maybe I can share more later, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing those because like I said, I am allergic to food coloring now. So that's just, it's a bummer. It's really killing me. I'm just ready to say screw it. I'm going to put gloves on. I'm going to do the cookies. I just won't eat any. That's how bad I want to make them. I've got the sprinkles and I've got all the fun stuff for the cookies. So I kind of really want to do that. So hopefully I can. Hopefully I can still make those cookies. And here's the next one, guys. This is at my old place again. It's the same Halloween time. This one, my friend created this one, believe it or not. And this one behind it, and this one behind it. But look at this. Okay, this piece here, I will say this. This piece right here, it was like something you buy for your garden or whatever. So this piece was the garden piece. And then this piece, if you notice, like there's a ridge right here. This was like your old Country Crock butter thing. And then this piece here was like an old, oh, what do you want to call it? Oh, I can't remember. It was like a canister for some oatmeal. And then these were those like rectangular candy bars. And then it was on just like a plain, I think that was wood that he had used. And then, you know that stuff you can get from Walmart, like it's a counter stuff and it gets kind of like really, it looks like stone or whatever. He sprayed that all on this. And he did this, you guys. He's very talented and and very creative. I love it. And I want to make some things like this, but I'm not going to be using the same things that he used. I'm trying to do something on my own, and I'm hoping that it'll stay together and stuff like that. I'm trying something new here. I'm not sure it's even going to work, but you know what? You don't know unless you try, so I'm going to try, and if I have some epic fails, I guess I have some epic fails then. Here's the next picture. This is at my old place as well. Here's 2 more tombstones that my friend Jason has made. And here's this one right here. And here's this one. The tops of these, like the tops of this one, was made by hand, and this was actually metal on board. Alright, well, this wasn't board. It was like a box. And you could take this piece off for storage. he had it so you could fold, you know, take them apart and fold them down and stuff like that. So that was kind of neat that he did this. And if you look really closely, you can see like some edged marks and stuff like that. That was supposed to be there. It's like a pattern, a cultic or a Celtic, oh, Celtic. Sorry about this. Celtic patterns. He used string on it and glued the string, and then what he did was next is he put that stuff on and made this hard. I think he used resin and something else, but I wouldn't suggest mixing stuff together because you might get really sick. So he mixed two things, resin and something else together, and I'm thinking to myself, I've heard that that could be kind of a dangerous thing. So I'm not sure exactly, but just be careful. If you are going to do it, I don't want to be responsible. So I don't remember what else he mixed with it, but I don't think it was a good combination. I think it was kind of dangerous. So be careful what you're mixing together. And this back one here is really neat as well. This is a Celtic cross. And he made that separate, and it goes on the thing, and then this, you know, it collapses for things. But I really like the colors that he used in this thing, and I don't know where he got these images. He goes online and stuff like that and finds the images. So he did, you know, a lot of the images himself. And here's another picture of it, guys. This is what it looks like. And this thing was pretty tall. Sadly, I don't have any of these anymore because when I moved in with my husband and we didn't have room for him. So I had to leave everything behind, which really sucks because now I really want these things. And so I'm going to have to try to recreate it. This is one I'm going to try to recreate, and I'm going to try to recreate this one with the 3 thing on it. I'm gonna try to recreate them myself. I don't know how well I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna sure and hell try. And like I said, I might epic fail. I might have a lot of fails, but at least I'm doing something and I'm trying to do it. So I've got 7 life-size tombstones I'm gonna be working on this year. I'm starting pretty soon. It's January, so I'm already reinforcing some reapers I had that were kind of falling apart and stuff, and I actually got those from like yard sales and stuff like that. Sometimes I find good deals, so I'm gonna pick those up when I do, and then if they look crappy or something, I can always add material to them. I can always add my own little thing to them. So I have been doing that. I've been working on stuff like that. I actually was working on it in December, I believe, or even maybe November. I'm trying to get as much as I can done because I know that there's going to be a lot going on and a lot to do, and I'm going to have to make videos and all that stuff. So trying to do as much as I can. I am also going to try to recreate this one a little bit in my own way. So they might not look exactly like these, but I'm going to try my best because I'm not anywhere near what Jason was like. I'm going to try and just get rid of some of these so that you guys can, this video is getting a little lengthy, guys. That's only because I love Halloween and I knew it was going to go like lengthy. Here's another picture of it. Now you can kind of see what I'm talking about the those patterns on the front of it. He did that with string, and then he put the stuff over the top of it. I'm hoping to do something like with mud or something like that. I don't know if it's going to crumble and then put a hardener on it or something. I'm not really sure. If you guys have made your own tombstones and you have them so they're hard and they're not like flimsy or anything or stuff like that, please leave your comments down below because I would love more advice on how to get some of this stuff done because it would mean a lot to me. I'm just a rookie here trying to work on things here. So I like to decorate for Halloween, but I just don't make my own stuff. I usually buy it, but this year I kind of want to put some effort into it and do some more making my own stuff, since I really can't find it. If I did find it, I have to reinforce it, and so I'd rather just start making my own. So, and here's another picture of my old place, and we had a fence all the way around the graveyard, and then we put him in there. He is actually outside right now in the cold. He sits at the table all the time watching over the house. So this is him, and he's Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones with his ball and chain. For Halloween, he will be outside again, so say hi. Stop by and say hi to Mr. Bones and his ball and chain. If you're near, please come for candy. If you live where I live, please come for candy. Message me on Messenger. I'll give you, details. Alrighty then. And here's some more. I'm kind of glad I'm doing this video because I love talking about Halloween, so it makes me so excited. It makes my Halloween heart happy. And here we go. Here's like some more of the fence, and it got kind of dark, but this was Halloween night back at my old place. We had a fence all the way around it. I kind of want to make a fence again, but I just don't have the wood, and that's the problem. My friend, I don't know where he got the wood, but he's so like, he can find things and stuff like that. And so I'm hoping this next year I can talk to him into making another fence. That would be awesome, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do a fence. I want to do a fence, but I think my fence is just going to cost way too much. I think it would just be easier to do it out of wood. So, and here's another picture of the graveyard and at my old place. Now, I could probably put these pictures in, but I just ran them off just so that you guys can see a little bit of the Halloween stuff that I had going on at my old place. I love decorating for Halloween. I love decorating. I love hosting the party for Halloween. I love all of it. It's a lot of hard work though, and you do have to start beforehand, and you have to be organized. If you're not organized, it's gonna flop. So I try to organize my party as much as I can by starting out as early as I can. Here's the top part of that other tombstone, and he put like lots of moss, and this moss you can get at like Dollar Tree. So he just put it on with some like glue and stuff. It's really cool. I loved what he did. He's so talented and stuff. So I'm hoping this year he doesn't, he comes and helps and makes the stuff and all that. And I cannot wait to see what he has up his sleeve. I know I wanted to do some coffins for outside and stuff. I guess we'll find out what we're gonna have for outside stuff. But I'm gonna try to make some things, but I don't know if I'm gonna be making the coffins because I don't have the tool for it and stuff. So but my friend Jason's been making coffins. He's going to make me a coffin shelf. I already have one downstairs in the living room, and I have a coffin coffee table. But I need more coffin shelves. There's no such thing as enough coffin shelves. I would also love to get a Victorian couch. Oh my God. My heart just wants one so bad. I want one really bad. So I may have to someday save up money for that and possibly get one, because that'd be freaking amazing. Now these next things I'm going to show you are just ideas for like graveyards and stuff. These were just kind of inspirational pics on my part that I picked up and decided to run copies of so that I could maybe possibly use them as reference later on. Maybe I might want to do some of this stuff. So Here is the first one. This is just a crumpled old one, and it's laying on the ground, an old tombstone. And this is actually from there's a person that does these in California, I think, and they do them really realistically. So some of this stuff is from them. But I find that kind of cool. And they said they went through the graveyard and there's like a lot of them that look like this on the ground, tombstones and stuff. So I'm probably going to try and get some of these pieces. And I guess there's wood behind this stuff. And then there's foam. So that's all that is. And it's painted. You cannot spray paint foam board or foam. It will melt it. So and it's very toxic to do that kind of stuff. It gives off when the foam board gets hit with some of this paint, it melts it and it gives off toxic fumes. So you don't want to do that. There's a chemical reaction, so you don't want to do that. And here's another tombstone that they have made. They make them really good and really realistic, and their whole yard for Halloween is just crazy. I love it. And sometimes I wish I lived in California, because out there they decorate like really awesomely and stuff. It'd be cool to just go walk around or decorate myself. And they don't have the crazy weather like we have here, where it gets cold and rainy and snow and stuff. Ugh, it just gets annoying. For the kids too, it's like, ugh. So here's another one that I kind of find inspiring a little bit. The top piece was cut off, so but I could picture this with like a cross on top or something like that. I'm also thinking about doing one with a woman made out of PVC pipe, and then a blanket over the top and a foam head. So I'm thinking about doing that like on a base of a tombstone thing. And to weigh these down, I'm thinking some of these I could use rock in a bag, or I'm going to use, my husband suggested, how about use bricks? So I might be doing brick as well. We hardly have any brick left in the yard, but I'm going to need some brick this summer. So I'm hoping to buy some bricks or something at the Hardware Hank store in town here. So hopefully I can get a bunch of brick. But for these projects, because I don't want them blowing away. I need them like heavy. So here's another one that the people did in California, which I think is just awesome. They carve these things themselves, and it's basically foam board with like some stuff on top, and then they paint it, and then they do their little indentations and stuff like that. I want to do some of these. Not sure how to do them exactly yet, but YouTube shows a lot of different ways to do this stuff. So I'm going to be checking for tips and stuff. But if you guys have made your own and you have any tips for me, please leave them down in the comments below, because I could use all the help I can get right now. Here's another one. And this one's from the same people that made the others. And they have a cute little vase in front with flowers. I thought that was a nice touch. And I'm probably going to end up doing that. So I'm super excited about that one. That one's just really cool. And then we're back to this. But there is a lot that goes into a Halloween party, you guys. And that it's a lot of work. I mean, I've already started decorating my house and putting the finishing touches on some of the areas where there's more Halloween props and things like that, like the green room and stuff. I've got a little bit left in there to do, and then I can count that as finished. But like I said, I still have two 6-foot characters. I still have to reinforce, I have to reinforce reapers. I got some flamingo things that are like, they're zombie flamingos, they call them. Those things, the little things for their legs or whatever, they're not holding properly. So I'm going to have to do those. And I kind of want them up higher, because flamingos aren't that low down to the ground. So I really want to put something else in their place to make them rise up a little bit more and be more realistic. I have like this other, like a couple other guys that are kind of cool. One's on a swing and he's like a scarecrow of, something rather. I haven't used him ever before. I got him at a garage sale, so I'm hoping to put him up. And then I've got another one, another scarecrow guy that I want to, fix up or whatever. But I'm also making a 6-foot one, and I'm making Jack, and then I bought Zero for Jack because Jack needs Zero, so I've got that under control. And then I'm going to be just I'm hoping to get a fence put up, and then just doing like the graveyard. And we have projectors already, so we've already got those. We've already got our windows on the top. I bought some of these things from Menards. They're like, you fill your window with it. One of them has like a mummy that has a big hand, so it looks like he's going like this on the glass with his hand. I've got that, and then I've got like another little guy on the side of him, a werewolf guy, and he looks really freaky. And you leave the light on upstairs in our bedroom because that's where the windows are, and then it'll shine through, and then you get to see it. The kids loved it this last year. I put it up and they were like, oh my gosh, they were really excited about it. They got really excited and really vocal, and it was so fun to see. They were just like, whoa, look at that huge mummy, and look at that wolf man in the window. So that's going to be fun. We've got projectors that we project things on. I've got lights that go in every window in the kitchen and around the living room, and then the front windows already got lights up and stuff like that. I mean, those are the things that they stay up all year round because there's no way in hell, and you'll see in another video, there's no way in hell I want to take those down. There's just so much that has to go up, and to have to take it all down again right away, it's like, I don't think so. So you guys will see what I'm talking about. We leave it up year round so that we can enjoy it, or at least I enjoy it. We have lights that go all the way around the room now. I just got done finishing with that. I have so much work, though, ahead of me, like for the tombstones, as far as those are concerned, reinforcing some of my old tombstones, because we have this big yard. It's like there's driveway here, and then there's a whole entire side. Then it goes up and around, because we have a corner lot. And then there's a sidewalk, which goes up to the front steps. And then there's a whole nother part of the yard over there. So not only do I have this whole piece, and then the side piece, and then all the way back. So, and the kids come to the side door. They're not going to come to the front door. The front door, we don't really use that much, So we use the side door. So all the kids will come to the side door. So we have to have all of this. We have to have all of this covered, and I would like to do more of the front. My dream would be to, get a black fence, one of those metal ones that are heavy duty at like Menards or something, and have it go all the way around the front at least, and to just the sides, and have a gate, and have like one of those halfway, rainbow type of shape things saying cemetery, and having the gates and everything, and then on each side of the gate or whatever, on the outside, or like right around the gate, maybe where the gate is attached to, have two pillars, and on top of the pillars have some like badass lions, or like the ones that are like kind of like in Ghostbusters or something, or gargoyles. That would be the freaking awesomest thing ever. I would love that. And have it there all year round, because you couldn't move them, because those cement things get heavy. And so that's kind of the dream that I have. I would love to do that, and then have the cemetery inside the gates, and put some fog machines out there and stuff. I think that would be great. Like I said, we already have projectors, but I'm thinking I possibly might want to get some more because one of our projectors, I don't think it's working correctly. I'd have to take a look at it and see if I can fix it or something, because it's not, it used to do red and green, but the red isn't working right now. So because we had them set up as ghosts, you know. This is the cutest story ever. I was giving out candy on Halloween, and the neighbors that live across the street, their little girls, they would look outside at night and see our ghost lights on, because we would have them on before Halloween, you know. And they're like, Mom, when can we go over there? I want to go over there. I love the ghosts. I want to see the ghosts. So this Christmas, we put the ghosts up, and they were supposed to be red and green, and they just didn't work for the little girls because they enjoy the ghosts. It was super cute. She was so excited, and she's like, Mom, look at this, look at this. And, you know, that's why I do what I do. That's why I love Halloween. I love to give to the kids. And when I can give out candy and I can see them with their faces lighting up and how excited they get. And, you know, like this last year, I thought this was an epic fail for me. I know I can do better than what I did. And my husband was nice enough to help me. Thank you, love, so much for helping me get the stuff inside. I put everything out, and then he helped me put it back in. So thank you. I'm sure that when I have my party, my friends will be more than likely to help me get things back in or whatever. But I am just super, super excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the kids this year. I'm hoping to do it bigger and better than, you know, ever. Let's see what happens, because there could be like a wrench thrown in my plan. You never know around here with anything. So, some things you just can't control, as we found out. And that was part of the problem with my depression, was it had nothing to do with relationship or anything like that. It had everything to do with just unpredictable things that that are thrown at you, and you have no control over them. No control. So, it was just tough. It was tough, and it's still a little tough, but things are getting better little by little by little. So I'm hoping they will continue to get better, because we need them to be at this point. We need them to be, because I really want to have the best Halloween I've ever had. I'm trying to aim that high, and if I can't get that high, I'm going to be very upset about it. So I'm trying to set my goals very high and positive, because I want it to be a positive experience, and I want my friends to enjoy themselves. I want everything to be perfect. I know things probably won't be perfect, but I'm excited, and I want things to go really well. So I'm going to put all the effort and everything that I can into this. So I'm already working on some design work. I'm doing the skeleton of the tombstones by using just plain boxes, guys. That's it. All I need is a diagram and boxes, and I'm going to make these things. And then I'm going to put styrofoam board on top of them. I'm cutting it down into the shapes I already have with the cardboard, and I'm just going to make it happen. And somehow I'm going to have to fill the cardboard up or something so it doesn't fluctuate. I know that I'm going to need to do that, but I'm not exactly sure on how I'm going to do all this yet. Haven't really gotten a chance to really sit down and think about how things are going to work yet. I just know that I have like this plan on paper, and it may not work in the real world, you know. But I'm sure in hell going to give it my all and try. And if I don't succeed, it's an epic fail, then I guess I'll start over, and I'm just going to figure out what's going to work, you know. If you guys can give me any tips on any tombstones that you've made or Halloween stuff for your yard or whatever, I would greatly appreciate it. Any ideas would be really helpful, and tips or whatever. on things to use, what might work. If you make tombstones, just kind of let me know, you know, how you do it or whatever. Or even if you made a video on it or something, direct me to your video. I would love to see how you guys make it and stuff. I'm super excited about this, you guys. I'm sorry. This is a long video. So I congratulate anyone who sat through all of this. When I get to talking about Halloween, there is no end in sight. I love Halloween. And I hope you guys, and I'm very excited about this, as you guys can tell, because I am a Halloween fanatic. Oh, and also, for my Halloween party, I would love to do some readings this year, because it is tarot readings or oracle readings. If you guys do come, then, you know, I will do the readings. I would love to do people's readings. I think it would be fun for that night. And I'll see what decks I want to use. I have a Halloween one. I have a lot of different decks, which I'm thinking about making a video on that. And someone had asked me about tarot reading, and they would like to know more about it. I'm still learning myself, but I will be happy to put out a video letting you guys know, like, how it's done and things like that. I'm going to try my best to, you know, help you guys out or whatever. I've done a couple readings, but they've been spirit animal tarot readings, and there's different types of readings that you can do. With that being said, you know, that's a video to look forward to in the future. I'm not sure how far in the future it will be, or how close it will be in the future, but it's rolling around in my brain. I have to do some research yet and get some more facts and get things straightened, and then we will go from there on that. I'm so excited. I really can't wait for Halloween. Like I said, I hope 2020 is going to be awesome for Halloween time. I'm so excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing my friends and my family and just having a good time. Just having an awesome Halloween, one of the best Halloweens of my life. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm so excited. I have to get a costume yet, which I haven't gotten yet. Oh, there's a lot to go. There's a lot going, you know, there's a lot more than just, oh yeah, I'm throwing a get together. There's a lot more that goes into it than that. So, I mean, there's so much to do. So much to do. So, with that being said, I am starting to work on things. I'm trying to get the house like up to par and stuff. Not that it's a mess or anything, but I clean the house on Thursdays, so yeah, so it gets like, you know, the floors all get done and everything gets cleaned and stuff like that. I do like a deep cleaning because I just can't stand having it messy. Plus my husband likes it clean as well, so we like to just keep things clean. Now, this room is kind of a disaster at this point. I'm just running out of time and things, and sometimes I just get so tired I have to take a nap, and I haven't been feeling good, so these past couple weeks have been kind of like a low-key week for me, weeks and stuff like that, so I haven't been able to get a whole lot done, which is kind of disappointing. But at least I'm staying on track with the videos, because I know I've been gone for a long time, and I want to make sure I'm putting out videos for you guys to watch. Even though it's about Halloween and it's January, I'm still putting a video out. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you for the subscriptions, everything that you do, the likes, the comments. I appreciate every single one of you, and I want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that this video got like really long. I might have to do a part 2 on this because there's so much more information and stuff I did not share in this video. There's so much more to do. So without further ado, I probably will be making a second video, so keep your eyes posted for that one. And thank you guys so much again for everything. all your, like I said, comments, subscriptions, all of the likes, the views, everything. Thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate all you guys. And I hope you guys take care. And I'll see you next time on Jennifer's Lair. Have a good one and stay spooky, everyone. See you next time. Bye.